Beautiful deep divers, another beautiful day in the heart of nature. We got butterflies floating around. There's no place I'd rather be than with the birds, bees, leaves, and trees. Let me send you some good ass energy right now, deep divers. Take that, take that, take that. Now, I hope you are getting your butt into nature. Every single day I say, hey, Ralph, you got to come into nature. You got to start... woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. You got to start doing a little samba, baby. You got to start raising the frequency. You got to start raising the vibration. And this is what gives me the energy to share with you day in, day out. I receive over 1,000 messages every single day. People are saying, Ralph, thank you for your videos. Well, I'm here to tell you, I could only share with you because of what I do every single day, which involves me coming into nature, recharging myself, protecting my energy. And I'm here to remind you, you can do the same too. Now, first and foremost, we did the global meditation live stream. Shout out to everyone who was there. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Even the cat down the road is saying powerful, Ralph. Because you see, deep divers, when people come together and hold space, set the same intention, have the same heart space, and who are visualizing the same thing, it will materialize. We did a powerful global healing meditation to bring in the new earth. But where were you? If you missed it, where were you? Go and check out that video and be there next time. Because a lot of people say, Ralph, you know what? I want a better world. Ralph, you know what? I don't want this 1984 Orwellian nightmare. Ralph, you know what? I just wish this would all end already. But where were you in the global healing meditation? You see, a lot of people talk a good talk, but when it comes down to actually coming together, they're nowhere to be seen. So right now, you got to say, actually, if I really want to bring in the new earth, I got to not only talk about it, I got to be about it. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, another beautiful day in the heart of nature. Now, nobody's talking about this. Pay attention to what's coming. First and foremost, I don't blame the media because I know how the media works. I don't blame BlackRock and Vanguard, the two asset management firms which control all of the media, for brainwashing millions of people. No, I don't blame the media. You know why? Because people are addicted to bad news. That's why. It even happens here on YouTube. If you make a video, deep divers, check this out. You make a video, how to be happy, or how to find inner peace. Oh, I don't want to hear that. But if you make a video entitled, the world is about to end. Oh my gosh, Ralph, I got to watch this. You see, you are drawn to bad news, and that's why you end up creating this reality. What? Slow motion this side. If I do a video, how to know thyself, I don't want to hear that, Ralph. But if I do a video, doomsday is coming. Oh my gosh, Ralph. Oh my gosh. I got to watch it, right? So you have to learn, and I had to learn this back in the day from my mentor, to change my appetite. I said to the universe, I pray for the day that good news sells more than bad news. And right now, for me, I'm only gravitating to what uplifts me mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And this is why I'm in the fifth dimension, where love reigns supreme. So I'm here to tell you, deep divers, Learn how you even work. Don't always gravitate to a bad news story and say, wait a minute, there are still beautiful things happening in the world. And if I can focus on this, I can end up bringing this into the reality. I can end up creating the new earth, because reality is nothing more than what you focus on consistently. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? I don't blame the government for what's happening. Governments around the world. Oh no. You know why? Because millions of people gave their consent. Millions of people said, okay. Millions of people said, I'll go along with it. Millions of people were doing what Simon said instead of doing what the universe told them to do in their heart. Slow motion this side. Your silence about what is happening in the world right now is your consent. A closed mouth does not get fed. And this is the reason why, if you want the new earth to materialize for you, you have to start speaking about it. You have to start speaking your truth, even if your voice shakes. You've got to start spreading that message. Because if you go to sleep and you wake up hoping that the world is going to be different, the world is going to be changed, you're in for a rude awakening. Because change doesn't happen overnight. Change happens with radical action. It happens when people say enough is enough. I'm ready for better. When I was becoming my greatest version, I said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. This is how the great change happened for me. So when we talk of bringing about a new earth, it involves a new mindset. Every new level of your life will demand a new you. Remind yourself right now, it's up to you to say, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? And when you take a look at your life, it's all going to start to make sense. Why everything is happening the way it is on the planet. It's no coincidence, no accident that is happening. It's because collectively we have allowed this to happen. Let me repeat that. Collectively, we have allowed this to happen. Everything you see in the world right now with Omicron, with economic collapse, with green passes and passports, vax passports, this is all happening with your consent, with humanity's consent collectively. Therefore, if you don't like what the world is turning into, you can do something about it. Hooray! That's why I did the global healing meditation, to bring more light on the planet. And it was powerful. Oh, it was powerful. And all the people who were there, much love to you, much love to your family, because we are creating the new earth. But if you weren't there, where were you? And what are you going to do for the next time? Are you going to be there? Are you going to connect with people who remind you who you are? Are you going to unite with your fellow brother and sister to hold a meditation to bring about more light on the planet? Now, nobody's talking about this, deep divers. Pay attention to what's coming. Orwell, 1984. If you want a vision of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. Ralph Smart. We live in a world so fake, the truth actually scares people. Ah! You see? Well, it's time to face the truth of what's coming. Everything you see happening has been in the works for a long time. It was all planned a long time ago. In fact, thousands of years ago. Much of humanity lies in bondage, and they wake up in a program, I told you about the levels of consciousness. You see, human beings start off at the first level of consciousness, which is the drone archetype. And the drone archetype is an individual who doesn't think for themselves. It's the straw man, just like in The Wizard of Oz. And this is how human beings start off in this matrix. Because of the programming, the conditioning, they start off living in someone else's reality. On a soul level, they start off super powerful though. They start off in the love vibration. But as soon as they're a couple of years old, that's it. Now the programming has begun. We are conditioned to not think for ourselves. So everything builds up. When you're an adult, you have already been programmed, violated, to believe what Simon says. And this is the reason why you see millions of people conditioned in this matrix, not thinking for themselves. It's not their fault. They just drank the Kool-Aid because they trusted the Kool-Aid. They drank the Kool-Aid because they trusted the Kool-Aid. Well, it's time to start saying, what on earth is in that Kool-Aid? I'm not going to drink this Kool-Aid. Pay attention to what's coming. Nobody's talking about this. The inorganic ones need you in a perpetual state of fear. Your fear is their strength. Your fear is their food source. Your fear is the only currency they have. What? Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. Your fear is the only currency, energy they have. And this is why we can see what's happening in the world right now. A lot of people are afraid. They don't want to lose their job. They don't want to be the odd one out. They don't want to stand in their power. Well, it's time to do that because this is the last chance humanity has. The door is closing. Every single day, that door is closing. And we are slowly reaching the point of no return. And this is why you better pay attention to what's happening. Your distraction, the TikTok dances, that's cool. I love doing a little samba, baby. But I told you, when they are distracting you with all of these TikTok dances, you better pay attention to what's coming. And what is coming? We are now seeing an introduction of a social credit score system. All of this is the catalyst for a social credit score system. You better pay attention to what's coming. Nobody's talking about this. An authoritarian police state. Minority Report. We can now see, with everything that's happening, people aren't interacting with other people like they used to. Because we got to social distance. We got to stay indoors. We got to be scared of new variants, right? Right. Okay. Walk with me. Now, because of this program in the Matrix, it's also changing human beings. I'm a psychologist. I'm a counselor. I'm speaking with people every single day to help them heal from the trauma of this matrix. Human beings are social creatures. We are designed to interact with one another. What happens if you say you can no longer interact with other human beings? Just spend time with your iPhone. People now lose their communication skills. And this is what's happening. I told you. A child was asked to draw themselves in a self-portrait, right? Instead of drawing themselves, they drew themselves with a face mask because they've been identifying themselves with that, and they think that's how they look in their mind. That's deep, Ralph. I know, right? Slow motion this side. We got to protect the babies. Nobody's talking about this. Pay attention to what's coming. The mental health of children all around the world, the mental health of children and adults all around the world is slowly being eroded, destroyed. And it's up to you to protect your children, your grandchildren, because they are growing up in a world where they are going to be desensitized. It's already happening, where they are desensitized, disconnected, and they are losing communication skills. They are losing communication skills. Pay attention to what's happening. This was the alley-oop for the metaverse. Pardon? This was the alley-oop for the metaverse. Oh yeah, the metaverse. That virtual reality world they want you in, where you won't even have to leave your house. You can just put on those goggles and be in this metaverse with your digital avatar. But don't you see, this was the plan all along, because nobody's talking about this. Pay attention to what's coming. Have you noticed that human beings have gotten lazier and lazier and lazier? Because it's the perfect excuse. Because it's the perfect excuse. Because it's the perfect excuse to not do anything. People are being turned into hypochondriacs. Not only that, people are saying, you know what? I don't have to do anything. I can just stay indoors, stay in my bed. Now you become weaker. Elon Musk told you. You're already a cyborg, and that's why he's getting the Neuralink ready for you. Oh yeah, that chip inside of your brain. But also, birth rates are declining all around the world. Why? Because people are no longer making love with each other. They're making love with their iPhones. Now, that's a big problem. Nobody's paying attention to what's happening. There's something called transhumanism, which is when human beings merge with machine. There's something called posthumanism, which is where it's already happened. And there's something called a singularity, which is where artificial intelligence supersedes human intellect. Pay attention to what's coming. Human beings are slowly being replaced with artificial intelligence. Question time. Deep divers, by the way, have you gone into a supermarket and noticed a lot of self-service machines? I have. Where are all the people at? Oh, don't worry, the machines can do it. Don't you see what's happening? That human beings are being replaced with artificial intelligence? And it's time to hold on to your humanity, because human beings are slowly being turned into androids, artificial human beings, and they are replacing the real human beings. Nobody's talking about this. Pay attention to what's coming. Everything is digital. And when we talk of also the social credit score, through your iPhone, it's the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I love the iPhone as a tool, but it's a terrible master. Because this should work for me, but I should not worship this phone. It's a distraction. If I could, I would smash it on the floor, but it costs a lot of money. Pow! But this device, a great innovative tool, great technology here. But at the same time, this device is all about trapping you into a prison of the QR code. So as you've noticed, you need a QR code in Germany, in Italy. If you want to go somewhere, you need to show your booster right now. Even in Austria, you need a booster. if you want to go into certain places, and they're going to start to fine you if you don't have it, right? So nobody's talking about this. Pay attention to what's happening. Pay attention to what's coming. It's all about making you the QR code. I told you, they want to turn a human being into a QR code. And without it, you're not going to be able to survive. Now, what are we going to do about this? You see, I told you, I'm all about solutions. First and foremost, what we can do about this is hold more global meditations. There's a reason why an MC is called a master of ceremony, because concerts are rituals. When people come together, it's a form of ritual. That's why they did it in ancient times. They would come together, have a meditation, and all of a sudden they could create a whole new reality. We got to do the same thing right now. We got to come together and vibrate in the love frequency. We got to come together and do away with the fear and say, I'm not afraid. Say it with me. I'm not afraid. And this is where humanity can reclaim its power, reclaim its freedom, and reclaim its mental health. But it's not going to be easy, because you have been fed a diet of fear from the moment you were born, to the extent of where now people are only addicted to bad news. I told you, I gave you the example. If you have someone helping you to say, hey, this is how to live a better life. Oh, I don't want to hear that. But if someone is telling you the world is about to be destroyed, oh my gosh, I need to listen to that. Or bad things are heading your way, oh my gosh. So you want to change your appetite. All of my videos are always about the love vibration. That's why people say, Ralph, after watching your videos, it feels so good, baby. Because I'm putting out that energy into you. At the same time, as a psychologist, I know that many people are drawn to bad news. So I have to be aware of that, because these are the times we're living in. People are on demon time. Say it again. People are on demon time. Savages out there. And this is the reason why you have to learn the psychology of how human beings work. I know how it works. I know how human beings work. And we have to learn how to change this energy. I've done it. I made positivity popular. I made positivity go viral. Slow motion this side. And now I'm making the truth go viral. And the truth is, being free is your birthright. The truth is, if you don't stand up for your freedoms right now, you're not going to have any left. Because you better pay attention to what's coming. If you've noticed, there's been a breakdown of communication between people, and also people are separate now more than ever. Yes, there is a great awakening happening, but the mass formation is building. And I told you, 30% are programmed, 40% are in the middle, 30% can see what's happening. But though the 40%, which will do what the majority will do, will go with either. They can go in either direction. And what you're starting to see is that mass formation of people just going along with the 1984 agenda is growing larger. And right now, the other 30% have to start speaking more, spreading a message of love more, and remind themselves that you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself and say, am I a part of the problem or am I a part of the solution? We've reached a point where we can no longer close our eyes to what's happening. We got to open our eyes and see that, oh my gosh, collectively, we have created this with our ignorance. And right now, the only thing humanity can do to get out of this situation, it's got to level up. It's got to demand the truth from the media, from the government, and you have to listen to your intuition. The answer is within. The only way out is in. The reason why the world went pear-shaped is because people stopped listening to themselves. What? Slow motion this side. You started to now listen to the media. Now listen to elected officials. But you forgot about your intuition. And when your intuition is drowned out, you will only be led to the slaughterhouse. We are in a monumental time of change. We can turn this whole thing around. And unity is what's going to turn this whole thing around. Coming outside, absorbing that vitamin D is what's going to turn this whole thing around. Standing with each other is what's going to turn this whole thing around. 7-day vegan challenge. Getting the booster shots. I got the booster shot, deep divers. Ginger, lemon, lime. Get your boosters. Get your booster shots, deep divers. That's what's going to turn this whole thing around. And also, making sure you are the embodiment. And this is what we did for the global healing meditation. Making sure you are the embodiment of the world you want to see. Slow motion this side. Then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Beautiful deep divers. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. In the darkness, choose to become the light. Say it again, Ralph. I said, in the darkness, choose to become the light. It's that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everyone who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you are a sexy ass model, with a whole lot of heart who wants to model the clothing, well, let me know why you have what it takes to be an Infinite Waters model. Go and buy some, okay? Add me on Instagram, Deep Divers, for more daily inspiration at Ralph Smart, at Official Ralph Smart, and Facebook at Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters, and Snapchat. It's that good ass prana, baby. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful, life-changing information just like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. We are the power. We always were, and we always will be. They tried to bury us, deep divers. They forgot we were seeds. And right now we have to grow to become the luminous beings that we know we came here to be. Humanity can free itself from this chokehold the moment it chooses love over fear. I'm choosing love over everything. I love all of you deep divers. Have a beautiful day. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You! Leave a comment down below, deep divers, giving thanks. And also, say if you're going to be there for the next global meditation. I'm alive. You want me to go live on this topic? Say, gratitude, universe. Peace. Say go live, deep divers.